Morning fog has burned off. Another beautiful day here in the Tennessee Valley. So glad you're spending part of it with us here on 3+U. And if you're lucky enough to be home today and you're like me, chances are you're beginning to think about the holiday season, making sure your house is decorated for fall and Halloween, and Christmas not too far behind, the perfect time of year to nest. So if you are in the market for a new home, you're in luck this morning because Charlotte Mabry joins us to kick off the show. She, of course, is with the Charlotte Mabry team, part of Keller Williams. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I always enjoy it when you're here because I never know quite what your topic is going to be.
Me either.
You always have a way of pulling a trick out of your hat. So you're not talking so much today about the housing market, although we can touch on that.
Sure.
Your philosophy is that if you have a strong realty base in terms of the realtors serving the community, that just makes the home buying and selling process for the customers all the richer. Right?
Absolutely. You know, when we get people into this industry of real estate sales, there's not a really high bar when it comes to training and information to be able to actually get a real estate license, and that's great. But ultimately, if we're going to serve our community and our clients to the highest level, we as real estate sales professionals probably need to know what we're doing, right?
Do you remember when Seinfeld was a big show on TV?
Yes.
And I remember there was an episode once where George was out of work. He was always, I think, out of work. And Jerry's counseling him about what he wants to do.
Right.
And he's a middle-aged man, essentially.
Right.
What do you want to do? And George says, I want to be a Major League Baseball player.
Right.
You can't just step up.
Absolutely.
And do that. Same
Absolutely.
with real estate. You've got to build it.
No question. And, you know, we have some wonderful real estate sales professionals here in our Chattanooga, North Georgia area. We're very fortunate. But, you know, I one of the things that's on my heart is 90% of everyone that gets a real estate license and joins our local association of realtors, they don't make it past 2 years in this industry. So every 2 years, our industry is turning over with all new people. And what a shame that is for them and for the community as well. And so years ago, I've done this now for 35 years. Years ago, there were a group of us that got together and said, hey, how can we meet once a month and maybe mastermind together to help each other grow, not only individually, but help ourselves grow our businesses. And so November the 9th, coming up on Tuesday, November the 9th, we're going to try that again. And so we're going to do a monthly mastermind. It's open to anyone from any company that is interested in growing their business. And, you know, we get so little financial training in any industry,
Right.
in any job that we have. And so when we have real estate sales professionals who are supported and encouraged because, well, they sell the most or they're the most popular, that's all great, but ultimately, you know, it's not really about what you make, it's what you keep, right? And how you're growing your family and your own personal wealth. And we find a lot of people, particularly in the real estate industry, struggle in that arena. And so we want to help on that.
Okay, so let me ask you something. I'm trying to kind of break this down besides the obvious positive thought, you know, behind what you're doing, but for the consumer, for the home
Sure.
buyer eventually,
Absolutely.
is the way that breaks down, not to be jaded, but if you've got an agent who is secure in his or her own right, they've got a nice business model, then if you go in and you find a home, they can guide you more effectively in what's a fair asking price because they're not so concerned about that
if
bottom
all you
line.
care about is selling something because you're desperate for money.
Okay, you said
right?
You're right.
I mean, that's I guess the bottom line. But ultimately, how do I help my client be better thoughtful of their own financial future
Sure.
if I don't have a grip on my own?
Right.
And it's not that we don't have people who understand that we do, but there are a lot of people who struggle in that arena because they've really not had that financial education.
Well, and in your industry, it's different from most people where you're getting a standard paycheck
Right.
every couple of weeks. Yours comes in
Commission.
bulk, essentially. Yeah, and if you take that money and you go buy something extravagant with it, now you don't have the money to pay your gas bill.
Correct. And unfortunately, that happens. And so we want to help not only people know how to manage their money, but if they have interest in staying in a sales career over time, how do you accomplish that? How do you go about, if you want to have a team, how do you grow a team? What's that about?
That is such a great idea. So this time on November 9th, even though many of you have done this in the past, this is just something that you are leading, but it's open to anybody.
It is open to anyone. And so we'll send some information out in the community going, hey, here's the time, here's the place. With technology today, we can meet via Zoom, which makes that very easy. And get together once a month. I'll be leading a topic that, we'll start out talking about, is your business actually profitable? Do you make profit? And how do you know that? I mean, most of us today, unfortunately, don't know how to do a net worth statement or anything like that, regardless of what career or job that you have.
Right.
I think it's important that everyone know, what are your assets? How much of your liabilities do you have, and is there anything left at the bottom of that column?
Right. We kind of live in a world now where sizzle sells, so to speak.
Absolutely.
And I mean, no matter where you look, it kind of is what can grab somebody in. But ultimately, you never go wrong with a pair of khaki pants and a navy blazer.
Well, it's so important, and most of the people that are most wealthy in any industry, you typically don't know it, right? They are the ones in the khaki pants.
So if you were talking to somebody who's thinking about beginning a career in real estate, especially if it's a younger person, do you think that there's still a good future in it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it is a great industry to be in. Sales is wonderful. I love the sales industry. It is just not that well supported right now. So it's a great opportunity to grow your personal wealth. You just need to be sure you're led by someone, whether at your company or maybe in a mastermind group, that can help you get that perspective for, okay, there's more to this than just what I'm doing day to day.
And do you ultimately have to love what it is that you are selling?
Absolutely, no question about it. I do see a lot of people get into real estate sales, and if you're thinking about that, this is something to think about. It's not just about loving the product, it's about taking care of your client as well. And if you're going to take the best care of your client, do you know what you're doing personally for yourself? I think that's really important.
So I can't let you off the hook without asking you how the market is looking right now. Are houses still going up? Inventory's going up?
Inventory is going up, so it is. That's good. The thing to remember is if something you like comes on the market, even though there's more of them out there, you need to hop on it because things are still selling very quickly. So our days on the market, while they might have gone from 4 days to 10 days on the market, that went more time. It's still only 10 days on the market. So you've got to hop on something.
And are you
quick.
still seeing those bidding wars going on, or has that eased up a bit?
It has eased a bit. There are not as many, but particular houses, for example, just in the past 30 days, we've had one that had 21 offers on it. So it depends on the house.
It's just hit or miss.
And the circumstances, but it's not it wouldn't necessarily be called the norm right now.
And I know that the Tri-State Home Show is coming up.
It is.
This month, so this will be a conversation I'll have with them too. But I think I heard that lumber prices have gone down a bit.
They have eased up a bit. They have. It's interesting right now, so many products like gypsum board, all of OSB, all of that now has become the new lumber. You can't find that now.
Oh, but for people who might be buying a house and where they were thinking, oh, I can't because I can't get the lumber for the deck I want to replace.
That's easier.
You got it now.
You got it now.
Okay. Always good to see you. To sign up for your class, they should go on your website?
They can, absolutely. I'll be sending something out to everyone registered as a realtor right in the current community, so in both Chattanooga and North Georgia, because again, this is open to anyone from any company.
Always great to see you, Charlotte.
Thank you.
You can contact her or her team, the Charlotte Mabry team, at Keller Williams. Their phone number and website right there on your screen. We're back after this.
Hi, welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
2 Sonic grilled cheese double burgers.
I'm on it.
Order up.
Sonic grilled cheese double burger ready for pickup.
Far too often, people are being seriously injured and hurt because of negligent drivers distracted by their cell phones. If you've been harmed by a negligent or distracted driver, the law is on your side. Let us go to work for you.
The name you know and trust. At Aspen Dental, we help you find your happy place, like big games, big hugs, and perfect little getaways. We see how these moments make us smile, so we offer safe care to help you share your smile. See us today to get custom crafted dentures with a fit you'll love, because we'll make refinements until you're satisfied, or you'll get your money back. Right now, get dentures for 0 down plus 0 interest if paid in full within 18 months. Share your best smile ever. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book online today.
Hey, I'm Joe Montana. When I qualified for Medicare, I got WellCare. WellCare offers great benefits like free grocery, meal, and prescription delivery. And if you need to see a doctor, you can get in-home visits and 24/7 virtual visits. WellCare is no nonsense, just great benefits and none of the hassles.
Call for a free WellCare guide today.
Watermark Keith, I definitely feel like they treat me like family. They go out of their way to keep you informed on things. I'm glad I used them, and I would recommend them to anyone.
The Wedemark Keith difference? Call us to find out.
The name you know and trust.
I need a Mocha Crunch Blast, please.
You got it.
I'm on the Mocha Fudge.
We're gonna need more espresso chunks.
Order up.
Sonic Mocha Crunch Blast.
Count on Channel 3 meteorologist Cedric Haynes for accurate forecasts.
I love a show when we kind of have a home theme going on. That certainly is the case this morning because Ashley Farrar is here too. She, of course, has Molly Maid here in Chattanooga. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good morning.
You must have been shadowing me last week because I was on vacation. I stayed home. And people have asked me, what did you do? And do you want to know what my pathetic favorite day was of my whole time off?
Oh, please tell me.
I spent 6 hours by myself upstairs in my attic. I have a big attic, like 2 rooms of
Right.
back. Totally rearranged my attic, organized things.
Is it beautiful?
It's so beautiful. And I found all my children's childhood books that were just in boxes from our move, and I got them all out and I created myself a little library. I know it sounds crazy, but I did. So I'm a big believer though in having your things stored in a way that then you can easily access them.
Absolutely.
And I think that's kind of what you're talking about this morning in
Yeah.
preparation for the holidays, right?
Absolutely, yep. So we like to get tablescapes and all kinds of things, decorate the house for the holidays. But really, once you put that stuff out there, you're not getting to clean those pieces of furniture for, maybe a month or 2.
Right.
Because you're not going to undecorate everything.
Oh, no.
Dust it and redecorate everything. So you really want to get a really good dusting done, whether it be by us or, by your friends and family, before you put all your stuff out. So we always recommend using the microfiber cloths, just because they really do trap the dust as you're going around. It's not going to go in the air.
But we do not have feel-o-vision, but I want to remind people, I say this every time you come on, because if you get these microfiber cloths certain places, they're worthless. I mean, everything slips right off of them, or the hair just sticks to them. These have got a grip to them.
Yeah, you want to invest in your microfiber cloths. And when I say invest, you're going, oh, it's a towel. But these are washable, reusable. They're going to last you for years.
There's a difference in that.
So there really is a difference. And don't get the ones for cars. They're not made for your houses. So if you're using the same one that you used on your car for your car wash, it's probably got some residue built up on it. But also, it's not the same texture that you want to use in your house.
Okay.
So that's going to be your first clue. And then I always like to have a laundry basket when I'm moving back and forth from like the attic or the basement, so I can load stuff up and then easily carry things. So I'm not trying to juggle my plates and things and get them from point A to point B. So use the things and the tools that you have in your home.
And to that end, if you have the space, I guess, when you are storing things for the rest of the year, if you can avoid putting them in a great big huge box, because you can't ever pick that up, package small.
Package small. We're not moving.
Right.
When you're moving houses, you want to try to, be as efficient as possible. But when you're in your own home, if you can do small things, that's definitely going to work better for you. And then I found these great storage things at Bed Bath & Beyond for my plates, because I don't have a whole lot of cabinet space in my small North Chattanooga home. So I store these in my attic as well, and it keeps the plates safe and ready for next year.
I think, am using tissue paper from 2002.
That you don't have to throw it away.
You don't, right? that I use to as the divider, like to wrap plates and things in. This is just a little piece of I don't know. I guess it came with the plate. What is
no,
that
this
stuff?
came with the package.
This came with it?
Yeah, it came with all these little styrofoam slips. So it just
That's
goes in between the
nice.
plates, and tissue paper's fine. I mean, it works, but if you can get something like this, and they don't sell these year round. So look for these during the holidays, because that's when people are doing all their big family dinners.
Okay, so I know that you actually like a feather duster, right? You use a feather duster, don't you, sometimes?
On some things.
What would you recommend if you do have like your Christmas wreaths and things stored? Maybe they've gotten a little bit dusty. Do you just pick the dust off, or how would you recommend people get that off?
Well, it's really going to be helpful if you start with storing it properly the year before, because then you won't have to deal with a lot of that. If you can put your wreath in just a simple trash bag and tie it up, then the dust can't get in there. The cobwebs can't get in there.
Good idea.
So really the storage is where you're going to win. But if you are going to have to actually hand dust all of your ornaments and wreaths and stuff like that, use a paintbrush, use your microfiber cloths.
That's right.
You want to be able to get into those little cracks and crevices of all your cute little houses
Or just do
and
this
Christmas
like your
ornaments.
mom, like your mom did. Remember, that was the way your mom would do it?
Not my mom.
Really? No, because, well, my mom did. We were looking at your mom's house, though. Some of the pictures from her decorations.
Yes.
Boy, she goes all out.
She does. The changing of the seasons is a big deal at my parents' house.
So she wants to make sure that the surfaces are cleaned before she puts all of her beautiful things
Yes.
out. Otherwise, she's sunk.
Well, because you're not going to take that all down every week to dust.
Right.
So you really do want to have a clean surface to start with.
If you've got that clean surface to start, Ashley, is it just taboo to dust around the candlestick? I mean, do you have to pick for just your intermediate cleaning between, say, Thanksgiving and New Year's Day? Can you get away with?
I personally think you can, just because you cleaned it right before you put it up. And there's really only about a month between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it's not like a whole year of buildup between the two. So if you want to do some lighter dusting, that's definitely okay right now.
I put out something in my living room recently, and I'd broken a crystal candlestick, so I had one of two. So I put out just the one and put a taper candle in there, and I lit it first to make it look like I had actually used it. And then I got to thinking, I'm not sure, I haven't burned a taper candle in so long. I guess the wax will still catch on my candlestick like it's supposed to, but it can fall onto the table. So do you recommend putting something underneath the candlestick to catch?
I definitely would, because you never know. If you want to just use simple wax paper, you can put that under your candlestick and it'll just drip onto that and not ruin your tablecloth. Because once it's on the tablecloth, the process of getting wax out of cloth, it's not impossible, it's just really difficult.
What about on a piece of wooden furniture if it gets on the wood? Because you're going to scratch the
Yeah, if you're going to try to
veneer.
scrape it off, yeah, you'll definitely scratch the veneer. Anytime you get wax on something, you're going to want to let it harden all the way, and then use like a soft plastic.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Scraper, but you don't want to scrape the wood. It's really going to be better if you protect. Yeah, a tablecloth.
It'll be
y'all.
a pretend
tablecloth.
candle.
Use a tablecloth. Save your $2,000 table and use a $20 tablecloth.
This is why
This is
she
why we're
was
here.
voted best of the best. Congratulations to you, by the way, on
Thank
your
you.
recognition.
Thank you. So, our teams work really hard.
As I was cleaning my house, and I did have fun, I thought, okay, I cannot take a week off all the time to do the nesting that I did this past week. And I thought, I'm getting to the point where I think I can justify having a cleaning service come to my house. Husbands often will give you, not you personally, but Molly Maid, as a gift, right? For a
yes.
holiday gift.
We definitely make a great gift. Give us a call at the office, or you can go online at mollymaid.com and get a gift certificate right there. So yeah, we recommend at least 2 hours. That can always get your kitchens and bathrooms done, but we can go up from there. If you give the local office a call, we can point you in the right direction.
You did not come on to make a Bed Bath & Beyond endorsement, nor to be a personal shopper. However, do you remember, did these come, I'm sure, in different sizes, right? These
Yes.
little guys?
This came as a set with the large, the small, and even the smaller. So this
Okay.
came in a big set. Now, I do have square plates.
Forget
Y'all,
that.
Don't buy square plates, okay?
Or just get a lot of boxes.
Right?
Yeah. And how about for glasses? Do they make it for glassware too?
They do make them for glassware, and they've got the little dividers in them, and they're usually, they do for a service of 12.
Okay.
Typically. So
Yeah, it's great storage, and then you can put it in the attic, put it in the basement, not worry about it till next year.
Well, maybe I'll take 6 hours to go find something else I can clean at my house now that I have your tips. You can take advantage of all that her full staff knows at Molly Maid simply by letting them come into your house, spend a couple of hours. You'll be very happy when you walk back through your kitchen door. mollymaid.com is the website. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Trey Moon with Window Works and Exteriors. We are the exclusive Okna dealer in your area. Okna windows allow you to design, personalize, paint, and get creative to color match your home's tones. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Call Window Works today.
When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter. Because $1 from every shakaroni goes to charity. That's pizza with a purpose.
Life has taught you many lessons, like word of mouth means words you can trust, and 4 out of 5 customers would recommend a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan to their friends and family, because we strive to deliver high-quality plans at the best price for you. Call 1-855-201-6784 to get an affordable Cigna Medicare Advantage plan. With no monthly premium, no primary doctor copay, no copay for many prescription drugs, and only a $5 specialist copay. Plus, we constantly partner with local doctors so that their quality of care meets your standards. You've also learned to plan before you proceed. Head in the right direction. Call now for our free Medicare Advantage Guide. Medicare annual enrollment is here. Get the best plan for you at the right price. Call 1-855-201-6784. That's 1-855-201-6784. Or go to getcignamedicare.com, because life has taught you well.
Before I was writing hits, I was working at Papa John's, right?
Yeah, I know that, but this is a new era. What is this?
So we're supposed to spread them out.
No, just...
I want to be employed on one. Stop by one of your local stores. That's not up to quality standards.
Man, put the pizza in the oven, stop talking back.
Hey, this is Trey Moon with Window Works and Exteriors. We are the exclusive Okna window dealer in the area. Okna is the best quality window in the market with a solid cellular frame and sash and the architectural appearance of wood. Call Window Works today for a free estimate.
Get ready. In just a couple of weeks, the trick-or-treaters are going to come ringing your doorbell. And if you have pets at home, no doubt you're already making a plan, you should be anyway, for how they're going to handle the busy night of candy and fun. Dr. Randy Hammond joins us this morning from Northgate Animal Hospital with a few tricks of his own to keep the pets safe this Halloween. Great to see you, Randy.
Oh, it is great to be here.
So I had a dog once, my golden retriever I have now loves people. She'll get excited about it. But I had one dog that was very afraid of crowds and strangers. Is that kind of common?
Yeah, that really is. And even though we're talking about, kind of the dangers that pets can pick up during Halloween, but you've made a really good point, Julie, is that a lot of times I'll recommend that people, put their pets, like either in the basement or maybe in a room of the house where they don't really hear all the ghosts and goblins coming up to the door, because, it can be very frightful for some of the pets. So I recommend that you have your dogs and cats indoors on Halloween. Keep them inside. There's a lot of people, moving around outside and so forth, and a lot of times that can be a real issue for some of our pets, and it can be very frightful in a bad way for some of our pets instead of a fun way.
Let's talk to people out there who are parents or grandparents with kids who are going to be going trick-or-treating. Back in my children's day, sometimes we'd have 2 different Halloween costumes, one for school and one for Halloween night. The kids would wear them, they'd get tossed on the floor, waiting for the big day. There are often little pieces of those Halloween costumes. Can they be a problem for pets if they get a hold of them?
Absolutely. It's really a twofold thing, Julie. Not only the kids' Halloween costumes where the pets are chewing or eating the decorations off the kids' costumes, but also people put costumes on their pets. So you want to make sure that those costumes on the pets are also comfortable. It doesn't, they're not too tight, or they don't get twisted or turned, where it could create like a tourniquet or around a limb or too much pressure around the neck and so forth. So if you do a costume for your pet, they need to be supervised costumes. We need to make sure that they're comfortable. But what we worry about is after the trick-or-treaters have been out there and then they return to their house with all their goodies. And that's really where a lot of the pets end up having issues.
Okay, before we get off on the candy topic, Randy, I do have to ask you this because I have privy to some video that you can't see from your vantage point, but lots of dogs and cats in their Halloween costumes, and in fairness, it's cracking me up to look at them because they all look so miserable. Is it actually good for them to wear those costumes? Are we kind of being cruel and putting those things on their heads?
I think it's on an individual basis. I've seen some pets, strut around in them, and then I've seen other pets where they look at you like this has got to be one of the worst days of my life.
The cats, especially,
yeah. Know their pets' personalities. Some pets, can enjoy the costumes, and some pets, they feel like that they're being punished by having to wear a costume.
Okay, talk then about the candy. Candy wrappers just as worrisome as the candy itself?
They are, because when the pets eat the candy, they don't unwrap it. They just eat it as is. So they can have gastrointestinal, what we call GI or bowel obstructions, which will land you into the emergency room and or an emergency surgery. But a lot of these candies, not all of them are just regular sugar. They end up having a situation where they'll be like xylitol, sugar-free candies, very, very toxic to dogs. So, and then if the dogs eat too much candy, or even the cats, that can end up causing organ dysfunction, pancreatitis, things along those lines, which again will land you in your veterinary office or at the emergency room, depending on what time of the day it is.
It'll be fun this year because Halloween does fall on a Sunday, so often families will get together, neighbors come over to one person's house, and you kind of make a day of it. So chili seems to be a traditional fare on Halloween night, if it's a cool night. I guess you have to worry too, remind us about some food concerns beyond the candy. Onions, for example, a real problem for your pets.
Onions are a problem. Grapes and raisins are a big problem. They'll trash the kidneys, so need to keep our pets away from grapes and raisins, more so with dogs than cats. The chocolate is a real challenge because of the theobromine and the caffeine. It raises the heart rate and creates abnormal heartbeats, or what we call arrhythmias. And and a big safety factor are like the glow sticks that that the kids may carry, which are great to have those on there. But if the pets chew on those, that creates a real issue as far as the substance that's in the glow stick that ends up creating a challenge along those lines for the pet. So all the things that we think about for Halloween and so forth, they can be a real impediment for the pets if we've not pet-proofed our pets from all the Halloween goodies, costumes, candies that are going to come into the house on this festive event.
All right. Well, thanks for the tips. Have I left anything out before I let you run see your patients for the day?
I think just everybody needs to have a good time, be safe, keep your pets indoors, and protect the pets from all the goodies coming in the door.
All right. Happy Halloween to you, Randy. Thanks for the tips this morning.
Thank you.
You can find Dr. Randy Hammond and his brother, Dr. Jim Hammond, at Northgate Animal Hospital on Hamill Road in Hickson. 875-9033, their phone number. Online, it's northgateanimalhospital.com. And if you can get your dog or cat to wear that costume and not look as miserable as the ones in those videos, congratulations to you.
Come to the remote area medical clinic for free dental, vision, and medical, including women's health screenings, free eyeglasses made on site, this Saturday and Sunday at Camp Jordan Arena in Eastridge. Doors open at 6 a.m. each day. First come, first served.
A girl. Daddy's girl. Gonna get that girl a pony. Quinceañera. Destination wedding?
Oh.
It's a girl!
Regions makes it easier to get back to the moment.
If you're disabled, don't go through the Social Security disability process alone. Whatever your disability, we can help you. The attorneys at Warren & Griffin have over 600 5-star reviews, more than any other law firm in Chattanooga. Call right now. We will help with your application, paperwork, communications with Social Security, and appeals and hearings. Let us handle your stress.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
We don't get paid unless you get paid.
Ask about our zero attorney fee guarantee.
Call us at 265-HURT.
We are your local law firm.
Sniffing out the best deal on a used Subaru just got a whole lot easier. Thanks to me, Sayla. Top dog at Crown Subaru. I'm a bulldog when it comes to buyer protection. That's why we have the Crown Confidence Plan. That means that every certified pre-owned Subaru comes with a 101-point inspection, free Carfax, a lifetime warranty, and more. Come in and see me today and get a doggone great deal. From Crown Subaru, the better way to buy and service.
I got hurt in a car wreck and I need a lawyer, but I don't have the money to hire one.
It doesn't cost you anything up front to hire us.
I didn't need any money up front to hire Jay and Brent. My money stayed in my pocket.
We're on top of it.
Feeling clueless about relationships? Next Drew Alicia Silverstone helps us navigate the dating scene? Yes!
Weekdays at 3 on Channel 3.
Well, this nice fall weather, it's continuing again today for Tuesday, just a little bit warmer. Here's what we're expecting as we look at your weather headlines for the next few days. Mostly sunny, still nice for the day today. Warm on Wednesday, but we will have a few more clouds mixed in. Thursday, though, that's going to be the active day for the work week ahead. So showers and storms on Thursday, pretty much on and off throughout the day. But today, you certainly don't have to worry about that. You're going to have lots of sunshine, 65 by noon, 73 at 3 o'clock. Late afternoon into the evening time, we are going to have a layer generally of high, thin clouds streaming across the area from west to east. So do expect some of those clouds to build in for the evening time hours. Still 72 degrees, though, at 6 p.m. this evening. Here's a look, though, at futurecast. So as we go through the day today, a high pressure that's directly over us right now will shift off to the east. That's going to allow the wind to generally just shift and then come out of the south. And really any breeze today will be very light, pretty much less than 5 miles per hour. But you can see here lots of sunshine. Here are those clouds that I was talking about. So they're going to make their way into our area, especially during the evening hours. Once we get after midnight, though, most of those are going to be clearing out. Looking ahead to Wednesday, another nice day in store. We will have a few more of those scattered clouds building in, especially for areas that are to the west. That wind coming up from the south. Warmer temperatures getting into the mid-70s for Wednesday, but still dry. Thursday is the day that we have that activity all ahead of this cold front here. So some scattered showers starting up even in Thursday morning. Now, it's not going to be a complete washout all day long. I think these are going to be hit and miss on and off, but you can expect them to still be there for the afternoon and into the evening time as well as we get that cold front passing over our area. Even a couple of lingering showers possible early Friday morning for our far eastern communities and then drying out for the rest of the day on Friday. We're not expecting a whole lot of rainfall with this system as we're looking ahead to Friday and how it's going to be drying out. Here's a look then at that total rainfall. About 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch on average. Now we may have some isolated pockets like we did Friday night into Saturday morning with higher totals than that, but I don't think we're going to have as many stronger storms or that heavier rainfall potential with this system and this cold front compared to what we did Friday night into Saturday. And we're also not going to see as big of a drop in our temperatures. Now what you will notice though is the humidity climbing up. So still dry air in place today, getting back up to those dew points in the 50s tomorrow, so comfortable, and then peaking on Thursday. So you're going to get rain chances, more clouds, and higher humidity on Thursday. That cold front will pass, and then dropping back down for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, staying in that comfortable category. So not cooling off quite as much as what we did on Saturday and Sunday of this past weekend. Today's high is a little bit warmer than yesterday, so most places getting into the 70s today. 74 in Chattanooga, 75 in Dalton, and 73 in Cleveland, Dayton, Athens, Murphy, Blue Ridge. So a lot of places right around that 73-degree mark. Overnight tonight, it will be cool, but not quite as cold. So I think we'll be looking at 40s across the board instead of having some of those spots in the 30s like we've had for the past couple of mornings. Calm wind, 49 in Chattanooga, 46 in Dayton, and 47 in Altamont. And then looking ahead to tomorrow, we're bumping up a couple more degrees again. That south wind at 5 miles per hour. 76 in Chattanooga, 75 in Cleveland, and 73 in Blue Ridge. And I figured, hey, why not just go ahead and throw in a fact for you as well. Certainly, if you can, head outside this evening. It's going to be our last 7 p.m. sunset until March 13th of next year, 2022. Of course, not only is our sunset getting earlier into the 6 o'clock hour, we also have time change coming up in less than 3 weeks. That'll be happening on Sunday, November 7th at 2 a.m. So looking at that 2-day difference there, November 6th, sunset at 6:42 p.m. By November 7th, that sunset at 5:41 p.m. Of course, the benefit is then it's not going to be quite as dark in the morning time, so we'll have those sunrises once again in the 7 o'clock hour in the morning. Here's that 7-day forecast. Again, fabulous weather today, tomorrow, Thursday. You'll have to pull those raincoats back out with some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms mixed in, and then just a couple of spotty isolated shower chances on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but still staying warm in the afternoon with those highs in the 70s. There's still more 3+U to come.
Hi, welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
2 Sonic grilled cheese double burgers.
I'm on it.
Order up.
Sonic grilled cheese double burger ready for pickup.
James, your car was pulling to the right, and you came to Budget Brakes seeking alignment. What happened?
They fixed it for the best price in town.
His path was crooked, and now he is aligned.
Budget Brakes. Alignment starting at just $59.99.
Alignment!
Need another chance? Get one with Powerball with Double Play. Add Double Play for just $1 and give your numbers a second chance to win up to $10 million. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I ain't got time to deal with a lawyer.
It's easier than you think to hire Jay and Brent at the McMahon Law Firm.
It takes us less than 5 minutes to evaluate your case.
And that free 5-minute call can mean the difference of thousands of dollars for you.
It only takes 5 minutes? Why wouldn't you call?
The initial call to Jay and Brent was just 5 minutes, and they settled my case for $230,000.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us.
We're on top of it.
Call 265-1100.
Sean, sum this up for us. Why did you stop working at the big auto repair chain?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep charging people double what they pay at Budget Brakes.
Budget Brakes. Alignment starting at just $59.99.
Take your car to Budget Brakes.
I need a Mocha Crunch Blast, please.
You got it.
I'm on the Mocha Fudge.
We're gonna need more espresso chunks.
Order up.
Sonic Mocha Crunch Blast.
Trust the Channel 3 Storm Alert team for weather coverage you can count on.
If you love musical theater, this weekend is a chance for you to head over to Ringgold High School and take in some always award-winning theater on the high school level, courtesy of the students there. I've got 4 of the stars of the show performing Guys and Dolls this weekend. With me, this is Trevor Arnold, and you are playing?
Sky Masterson.
Next to Trevor is Eiley Barnes, who is playing
Sister Sarah Brown.
You sounded sweet when you said that. Next to her is Aubrey Helton, who is
Miss Adelaide.
Oh, in character, no less, early in the morning. And on the far end, talking over the truck noise, we've got Eli Talley, who plays
Nathan Detroit.
Nathan Detroit. So for those of us like me who know the show pretty well, when we think of Nathan Detroit, sorry, Eli, I got to throw it to you first. You have some big shoes, old blue eyes, to step into. Frank Sinatra, synonymous with your role.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grab the mic and tell me about how much fun you're having. You're a senior at the school.
Yeah, I am. It's a really huge deal to like you said, fill those shoes, and Nathan Lane on Broadway was as Nathan Detroit.
That's right.
In Guys and Dolls, and it's more of a funny show.
Yeah.
You know, it's really campy. It's really over the top. So it's good to sort of have a change. You know, we do serious shows, we do tearjerkers, and beautiful stories. Like we're coming off of Anastasia.
From last year.
From last year, this past show.
Right.
And it's great to do something more comedic, more over the top, and find the middle ground between the movie version of Nathan and the Broadway version of Nathan.
So, and you can pass the microphone back to Aubrey in case she wants to jump in, but I guess part of what's so intriguing about theater, any type, but particularly musical theater, here y'all are, 4 kids of the 21st century, and you're going back in time. The setting for Guys and Dolls, Eiley, is when?
1950s.
The 1950s.
Yeah.
So is some of the script, when you're reading through your script for the first time, were you kind of scratching your heads or needing some interpretation from your director? You're giggling, Aubrey. That must have been the case.
They definitely have their own type of way of telling the story, the very unique way.
There's like a dictionary in the back of the book to find out what some of these words mean.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. It's fun. It's definitely fun to jump back in time.
Okay, so I have 2 daughters, Trevor, and when they were little, we had this CD at our house that was full of all these Broadway hits. And when you're little, you have no inhibitions, right? So they were like 3 and 9. They're 6 years apart. And we would dance in our den to sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Do y'all have fun with the songs in the show?
Oh, absolutely. Sit Down especially it's a great number, and like Luck Be a Lady, it's another one. We have some great musical numbers in this show.
Are you catching yourself with Luck Be a Lady? Are you catching yourself going home and looking for some
Absolutely, yes. Multiple occasions.
So, Eiley, for you as Sarah Brown, your character is a little bit, she really develops over the course of the show, right? Who she begins is different from who she ends with.
She really changes. She unexpectedly falls in love, and her motivations change from the beginning of the show to the end. And it's really unexpected, and it's a really great story, and it's great for the audience to see her character develop.
I think it's also a fun time of year to be doing this show as a fall show as opposed to a spring show because, of course, Sarah Brown is with the Salvation Army, so when people come and watch it, right? Isn't that right? Aren't you with
yes, I'm the sergeant of our local mission in New York City. Yep.
So when you begin to hear those silver bells ring when the holiday season starts, it'll kind of transition you in.
Absolutely.
Now, y'all are showing, the show is this weekend, 3 performances, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us when.
23rd Saturday. We're doing that at 3 o'clock and at 7.
I think it's 2 o'clock and 7.
2 o'clock and 7.
And
then
she's not going to
Sunday-
be late, we promise. She'll be on stage.
And then Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So Saturday.
Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Let me interpret, because the directors are over here going, cut. So Saturday, don't go to church. Just go to the show at 2 o'clock, or then again on Saturday at 7 o'clock on Saturday.
Yes.
Sunday, go to church, go out to lunch, then come for the 3 o'clock performance. Do I have that right?
Yes.
And the reason that they can't keep their time straight is because, one, they're in Tech Week, and the minute y'all finish the run this weekend, you've got a big event coming up, Aubrey, next Thursday. I mentioned the award-winning nature of your program. Y'all are going to competition.
Yes, we're really excited for that. Hopefully get to take home.
Brag a little bit about your school, because as I understand it, when you come in, you've got all the trophies that the school has won, but the theater department has like this massive case, right?
Yes, we have a huge trophy case with Schuler Awards, state champs, and region champs awards.
So you 3 are seniors.
Yes.
You said that you're still in the throes of getting your college applications in, but what are you hoping to do? Eiley, I'll throw it to you. Where are you hoping to go?
I hope to continue music and major in music education.
And where do you hope to go?
Berry
Berry College.
My number 1 right now. Berry or Mercer.
Excellent. You can't go wrong with either one.
Nope, you can't.
Aubrey, how about
Great
you?
schools.
I'm really looking at either SCAD or Brunel, and I'm really hoping to make it to Broadway one day.
Very, very nice. Okay, Eli.
I'm looking at SCAD. I'd love to go the film route and the performing arts route. They really, encompass both of those. Into
Are
one
y'all
major,
looking
so
at
it's
the
really cool.
Atlanta SCAD or the Savannah SCAD?
Savannah.
I'm looking at both.
At both. Very, very good. So your senior year, it's just, by the way, hold on. Trevor is not a senior, but it is a big day for you, Trevor. Why?
It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Trevor. Thank you.
He got to spend it in the cold on 3+U. So is your senior year filled with lots of first lasts? Are you getting nostalgic with it?
First and last rehearsal, first and last first day, all the first and last.
They wanted you to be the ones up here getting the limelight, and that was very sweet, but brag about your directors.
They're amazing.
They are the best directors that we could ever
Give their
have.
names, shout them out.
Miss Ellis and Miss Callie Schroeder.
They're the best. They take you to that award ceremony year after year. So tickets are going to go on sale. They're on sale now.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go quickly. It's a beautiful theater there at Ringgold. Are y'all seating it, do you know, to full capacity, or are you having to space people out? Is it full capacity? Half capacity. So that's relevant to mention because the tickets will go quickly because all their parents and grandparents are going to be there to cheer them on. But this is a show for the ages, whether you have an 8-year-old budding actor or actress at your home, or you're 84 and you want to go back down memory lane.
Yep.
It's a great show for you to come and see. So here's how you get your tickets. You go to rhsperformingarts.ludus.com. It's $10 for a ticket. Get them while you can. I wish y'all could sing a number, but you can't. Break a leg.
Thank
you so much.
From raising a